This is my name is Quashay Walker, and I am about to tell you what I've learned from Foundations of Special Education. Now, I want to give you a little side note. I've tried to do this like 4 times already and messed up, so hopefully I get through it this time. So, what I have learned. I feel there are 5 major concepts learned from this course, that I've learned from this course. Not everybody else is going to have the same opinion, but these are my opinions and what I think. So my first opinion is that my personal code of ethics is the most important thing that I am responsible for as a diagnostician, because I don't want to, I want to be able to say that I modeled strong characteristics, I perseverance, I did honesty, I was respectful, I was lawful, patient, fair, and I held my ethics to the T without favoritism and prejudice and partiality. That I was equal to everyone, that I made sure that I maintained confidentiality, and that I was committed to my profession as a diagnostician. I think my personal code of ethics, I hold myself accountable for anything that I do, and I make sure that I make the right decisions for my kids that I am looking after or diagnosing or testing. I want to make sure that the decisions that I make are just and fair and what the kids need at that time. The second concept is public policy and the mission of special education. Now, I've known about these things, but I became more aware of what free appropriate public education when it comes to ethic means, when it comes to students' special education services, related services, least restrictive environment, due process, and individual educational programs. This class has shown me that when it comes to, for example, least restrictive environment, just because you think that the person needs to be in like so self-contained fully, if that is not the least, if they can do the work in a regular education program and that's not the least restrictive environment, they can't go there. And they shouldn't have to. You should be protecting their ethics as well as yours. You should have a responsibility to make sure that they're getting what they need and that it is done in a professional and ethical manner. Now, the next concept that I read, the third one, was professional ethics and compromise. Now, for the professional ethics and compromise, there is different definitions of what it looks like. So I found out that if some people think that you're compromising or you're compromising your ethics if someone tells you, hey, this is how I feel, this is what, this needs to be like this because of this, and then you change your mind. Some people think that that's compromising your ethics. That's not holding up to a professional standard because you felt that this was the right thing for you to do for that student at that time. And then just because someone else tells you to change your mind, you do it. That's compromising your ethics. Other people think it has nothing to do with you changing your mind as long as there are a factful basis behind it. It's not a compromise. You're not compromising your ethics. So there's different opinions of what it is. To me, as professional ethics and compromise, the kids always come first. What benefits the kids? So if you think a child deserves something else that someone else thinks that they shouldn't, it's all about what you feel is best and right for that kid and what the law says you can do and what the law says you can't do. And then you put your ethics into play with that note. Okay? So, concepts and demands and constraints. Now, I know that we were supposed to do like 4 minutes. I know I've gone longer than that, so I'm going to hurry up and go through this. But I did not know that it was an open texture for ethical guidance that is limited. Like, they can't tell you this is how you ethically approach the situation. They can only tell you the lawful part of it. That was interesting to me, and I never thought about it that way. So, and my last one was my interview. My interview with my diagnostician, I had not realized that they are under so much pressure by teachers to place kids where the teacher feels that they deserve to be there, not what the test shows that they're supposed to be there. And sometimes they're not the same thing. So if the test shows that they're not supposed to be in special education, but they need extra help, and the teacher says no, that they can't get the help here, they put pressure on the diagnosticians. But in order for you to be a great diagnostician, and this is what I've learned from her, you cannot rely on what the teacher says only. It is the lawful thing to do is to go by the tests and the assessments that you come up with. And if they don't have a legal diagnosis, they can't go there. So in a nutshell, that's what I've learned in this class. And I want to say I really enjoyed it. And I can't wait to put these into practice. Thank you.